Battlefield control. Stand by.
We are now back to the lack of the continuity. Greetings everyone, my name is Alstar, welcome back to Mental Mega 335. And this time I'm hopefully recording this mission. So we're back to the mission 8 of the Epsilon campaign, Act 1, Waranty Void. And already we can see some changes. We get more vehicles and two of them are actually anti-infantry half-tracks that were really needed in this mission, if I have to be honest. But first things first, we need to steal them. And that will take a bit of time because I can't cross this path. Because obviously there is some random weird unit just crossing the path right here. And this one, a ragtag team of patrolling dogs and infantry. But now they're moving away, so it's time to enter the ground, take every single vehicle and proceed forward with the mission. The first objective is to fix the bridge. We need to get there first, however. So it's time for steal. Yoink, steal, mine. There we go. Let's open up the path for the engineer to come here. Where's the engineer? Oh, there he is.
Yes,
okay,
Commander.
that's fine. Get here closer. There should be a patrol coming up after us in a second. Yeah, there it is. Killing should be fine. There we go. From what I recall, there's the killing. Let's move out those two half-tracks. I do not want them to take damage. Sadly, I wasn't able to actually just burst fire down. Okay, more infantry coming in. Let's get a move on. Flag tracks, focus down the flag troopers. There we go. One of the killings is on yellow HP, but we're still fine. Maybe I can get some veterans in the half-tracks, that would be really nice. And maybe I can keep all of those killings alive, that would be also really good. So, basically what is happening in this mission, there's a psychic beacon here that we have to take over to create some sort of diversion. So we'll disturb the entire Asian continent with a bunch of small actions, because Yuri is a mastermind, as he always was. Let's fly up Raven to group 5 because he's going to be needed for later scouting, and I do not really want to lose him. Half-tracks may go to the group 2, thanks it to the group 1. Let's keep moving. I should go group 3, that should be fine. Let's blow out the path as close to the top as possible. Maybe I won't cross any of those spotlights. That would also be really nice. Grab the trees. I think that's a flag trooper. Yeah, that's a flag trooper. There we go. That was civilian. No, that was enemy officer. It's already established, Lord. There are no officers. There are no civilians. They are just hidden officers. In case we accidentally kill one. Alright, we're nearing the end of the line. There's a bunch of dogs, 2 killings and a half-tracks that have to be taken out. And of course we have to use the right tool for the right encounter. Which means obviously we're going to be using all those killings to destroy everything. Because killings are not a bad unit. Pull it back. There we go. Maybe I can preserve this one. Any other units here?
The journey is what
We seem to be
You have
fine.
a plan. Maneuvering.
Let's leave the Raven here.
Let's clear the air.
Time to drop those 3 guys here.
I'll be there soon. For the people's army.
You guys will get closer to this area.
Ready for transport. Armored personnel here.
So we'll receive a bunch of reinforcements. Infantry will have to head here to prevent any kind of power drops and Ivans from coming in here. Anti-tank units will have to go through this area alongside Tesla infantry, Tesla troopers,
Objective complete.
to prevent enemy tanks from destroying our forces. We do get repair drone, so that's nice.
Let's clear the air.
I'll be there soon.
And I'd like to actually preserve every single unit that I have right now. Let's see.
Reinforcements.
There's the reinforcements, artillery, get on the hill, conscripts move here, flag troopers here, repair drone on the low ground,
Yes, comrade.
killings and dogs here.
A sign of luck. A sign of luck.
Charging up.
Alright, there is some infantry here, maybe I can group 2 infantry to join in on this team.
Bring us. I'll be there soon.
Unit promoted.
Ready. Rubber shoes in motion.
Structure garrison.
Let's shut down those guys.
Unit promoted.
Fix the damaged killing tank. Alright, dogs holding the guard here. We managed to hold the both sides. Without casualties, it seems.
There. Serenity for the people.
There should be a second strike coming out
Serving
soon.
the people's army. Serving the people's army. Serving the people's I'll be there soon.
So let's try to gather all our forces. Alright, there's 3 killing tanks. Another team of okay, this team of infantry will be potentially dangerous. Let's move back.
Unit promoted. Unit lost. Unit promoted.
It seems I lost
Unit lost.
a couple of dogs.
Unit promoted.
That was Ivan taken out. Killings are done.
Arrived.
And we're receiving reinforcements, which are obviously demo trucks, because God forbid us to actually get any good units,
Waiting order received.
and one of them immediately gets shot. Genius.
Structure abandoned.
Let's clear the air.
Objective complete.
So yeah, that's the reinforcements. Now with this entire ragtag team of people, we'll have to cross the entire terrain to, well, capture the Psychic Beacon. That's the objective. The thing is, we'll have to cross through this area here, or we can slither through the area filled with mines.
New mission objective.
I don't feel like slithering through the mines. There are a lot of enemy units on the hills.
Let's make a delivery.
Oh, there's one.
As you wish.
There's a lot of enemy units on the hills that actually will try to slow me down. And I can't afford doing that. I'm gonna take a longer route through this
New
entry
construction
point.
options.
And beside that, I also receive a hatch to reinforce my troops. So what I'm going to do is to gather all those forces from here.
Yes, Commander.
Meanwhile, Desolators will try to blast everything on this position. For now.
Orders, comrade.
Infiltrator will be important, so let's just disguise him and put in a half track.
I have chop. As you wish.
Alright, I guess it's time to progress forward. So the bunker here is the key structure in this part of the mission, because we can garrison it and withstand everything that enemy has on this area. However, I can actually make my job slightly easier by doing this.
The end is near. It will be a silent.
And in the meanwhile, they will actually destroy everything and gain maybe some experience. Come on, deploy. Deploy, I say.
It will be a silent.
What's wrong with you? There we go.
There goes the neighborhood.
I think there are no more enemy units on this side.
Ready. One-way
Let's
trip.
progress forward. Scout a bit of the area. Losing Craven is not really a problem, but I'd rather just keep it alive. because scouting is always good. And it can allow me to lure some of the forces, especially anti-air forces, that are also anti-tank or anti-infantry, depending what I'm dealing with.
Lead us to victory.
Right, a Raven behind.
Moving out.
Let's not chase dogs. Demo trucks head back.
Comrade reporting. Da.
Artilleries to the front line.
Desolator
Alright.
ready. Scourge.
I guess it's time to do the same thing here, because there's also small outpost in this location.
Let's clear the air.
Let's take out this dog, just for the sake of it.
Firing salvo. Tear them apart. Waiting. Comrade reporting. For the Union. Attacking.
Alright,
Order received.
I hear something crawling around. I'm not sure what it is. Alright, you should do just fine.
Comrade.
And it's time to do some garrisoning.
Moving out.
I can actually go and repair this as well.
Prepare.
Harmony shall be restored.
Let's blast the tanks away. There we go.
I'm going. Why don't you
Demo trucks on standby. They could be useful.
My truck is loaded. Watch out for the bomb.
I don't think there's a point in actually using them yet. Artillery here, Tesla troopers here.
I'm going.
Maybe I can do something with
Killing
dog to lure them out.
Journey is what matters.
Yep, I definitely can. I definitely could.
Unit promoted.
How's the situation here? Let's deploy once more. Although I do not hear anything dying.
I know how it works. Moving out.
I'm not sure if those cannons actually take power, but at this point I'm not willing to try.
As you wish. My truck is loaded. As you wish.
Alright, some of the forces here are taken out.
Lead us to victory.
So now what
Structure abandoned.
I usually do
Order. Conscript moving out.
is keeping one conscript away so I can lure some of the forces, but also to act as a magnet for the hammer defense.
My truck
And
is
with that,
loaded. Waiting order. Order
please
received.
head back here.
Comrade. Attacking.
And with that, I can actually send in demo track to destroy this hammer defense.
Comrade. Da. Order received. Moving out.
Unit lost.
There we go.
My truck
Unit lost.
That is blasted away.
ready.
Or is this not destroyed yet? There we go.
Serenity for the people.
Structure
Conscript
abandoned.
reporting.
Bring up
With that, I should be able to actually march my forces.
Moving out. For home country. For the Union.
Bring up spirit.
Comrade.
Unit lost.
Let's try to keep my conscripts alive as much as I can.
Charging up. Need a repair.
I can fix the bridge,
I know how it works.
start preparing some of the forces
Training. Unit
to
ready.
cross the path and help us with the defense.
Conscript
Comrade.
order. Attacking. Order received.
There we go.
Serenity for the people.
Unit ready.
I'm not sure if that will lure up the
Conscript
killing.
reporting.
Yeah, they definitely will.
I need it there.
Unit
Oh, the
ready.
hot trucks. Oh, there they are. What happened to the repair vehicle as well? Oh,
Unit
there it is.
ready.
I shall avenge.
Alright,
Ready for transport. For the Union. Waiting order.
that should be a final
Unit
push.
lost.
I lost conscript to a dog, sadly.
You are sure? For home country. Order received. You are sure? Waiting order. You are
So now in a moment we'll see the reason why I wanted to keep all of my killings alive.
for home country.
Right, we managed to actually get every single one unit
You are sure?
that actually mattered for for the entirety of the mission alive.
Let's make a delivery. Moving out.
So it's time to cross the border.
Comrade.
Okay, no. Oh, I'm about to lose my vehicle, my repair vehicle. That's not good. I actually can't replace them, so
Order received.
if I won't keep this one alive, I'm not getting any more. And that is a problem, because machine shop in this map is actually rather hard to access.
For the Union. For the Union.
Alright, let's move into the ramp.
Engineering.
Let's grab a couple of engineers as well.
Unit ready.
For the Union. Order received.
That should do it. In the meanwhile, those
Unit
forces will
ready.
continue pressing forward. Actually, let's not order units to attack with the demo tracks selected. That could yield a very bad results. And so we're actually encountering
We are needed there.
one of the also original Easter eggs. What could that possibly be?
Bringer of prosperity.
Why is that here? Why we know nothing about this?
Definitely.
Such mystery, wow.
The journey is what matters.
The rewards are those two crates. This one actually grants veterancy and is the main reason I want to keep my forces alive.
Serenity for the people. We are needed there.
So,
Bringer of
I'm not
prosperity
sure what
tank. For you.
this one gives.
We are needed there. A sign of luck. Lead us to victory. A sign of luck. I'll be there soon.
It's better if I actually get my forces
Bringer of prosperity.
to actually surround it completely.
I'll be there soon. Definitely.
Where are my artilleries? Okay, and to one of the half trucks.
Let's clear the air.
Actually, half trucks can take it because there's another veterancy crate on the way
Let's clear
later
the
on.
air. Getting in closer. Let's clear the air. Ready for carry out the operation. Getting
Unit
in
promoted.
closer.
Bringer of
Go.
prosperity.
Meanwhile, this group is doing well.
Comrade, order received.
I think it's time to cross the way. I know there are some enemy units and terror drones patrolling around,
Ready for
so I'm slightly worried.
Getting in closer. Do you have a plan?
Well, I actually
Getting in.
shouldn't
Do
be.
you have a plan? Making track.
The journey is what matters. Serving the people's army.
Alright,
We are needed there.
you
China
can stay
depends on us. A
here.
sign of luck. Serving the
You're
people's
actually
army.
elite, you do
A
not
sign of luck.
do
Needed there.
anything.
Definitely tank. Here for you. Lead us to victory.
And artilleries. Actually, really like the fact of added artilleries. Before they were Zephyrs, and it was also nice.
Unit
But-
promoted.
This feels better. And this thing right here feels really nice, if you know what I mean.
China depends on us.
Alright, time to crack through the enemy outpost.
Bring a sign of luck.
That is a force to reckon with, wow.
Bring a luck for the people. I'll be there.
We actually given another bunker just to lure out some enemy forces, but I'm starting to think this is not going to be necessary. It's not a necessity.
People. Definitely. China depends on us.
That I can just simply walk my way in. Look at them, they're just dying.
There.
And the best part of this is there's an actually hidden shelter right behind that area that grants me even more boons.
China depends on us.
Oh, it's a crate. It's a barrel. It's a explosive crate. In a way.
Lead us to victory.
Alright, we're given a field bureau, and that's actually a structure I'd like to take over. Primarily for the production of the Tesla troopers, which could be a really nice thing to have.
There. They disturb us.
Enemy killing tanks will not stop me. I have better ones.
I'll be there soon.
It's always the requisitioned equipment that seems slightly better. That's what World of Tanks taught me.
Definitely.
Alright, artilleries, coming closer.
Serenity for the people.
I do remember those crates are actually quite busted as well.
I'll be there serving the people's army. Here for you. Serenity for the people. Needed there. China depends on us. Bringer of prosperity. I'll be there soon. Here for you. I'll be there soon. Lead us to victory.
I think this one is a money.
Lead us to victory.
No, it's a healing.
Definitely.
That's a money.
China
Unit
depends on
honor.
us.
Upgrade.
We are needed
That's an
there.
armor, and that's a firepower.
At least I have
China
jobs.
depends on us.
We can progress forward. Let's get a bunch of engineers that we already trained into the ramp.
Orders,
China
comrades?
depends on us.
At least I
You
have
can
jobs.
hear
Order received.
the walk of the steel legs,
Moving out.
and it's not really a good sound. There's one. Deserters will actually provide a lot of anti-infantry and anti-tank cover, but they can't deal with deserters, which is why I need this giant escort to deal with them. Alright? So, this place right here, there's a lot of power plants, and it's, in a way, that's the place where we have to go to actually cut off the power. There are two ways to do so. You can infiltrate, you can capture it. I think I'm going to go for the capture. Actually no, infiltration seems slightly better in terms of a plan. In the meanwhile, let's capture those wind traps to gain myself a bit of power.
Examining diagrams.
Field bureau for the Tesla troopers. Set a rally point, I think around here. And this team can proceed forward. I'm not sure how further here.
Building.
Okay,
captured.
that's not a good
New
sound.
construction options.
I'm not sure how further here is the
Building.
entrance to
captured.
this base.
Training.
Let's grab 10 Tesla troopers, that should do it.
Unit ready.
Order received. Moving out.
Building.
Still have
captured.
a couple of engineers left.
Conscript
Journey
reporting.
Unit ready.
Cross the path.
I'll be there soon.
Order received.
I'm among the people's army.
At least
I'll
I
be
have
there
jobs.
soon.
Unit ready.
Moving out.
Alright, there's the field of ore that I can potentially use if I plan on capturing this.
Unit ready.
I'm just busting my way.
Journey is what matters.
I can do that. I have forces that can allow me to do so.
Dissidents shall be removed. The journey is what matters.
Alright,
China depends on us. I'm not arrogant.
take it out.
Unit lost.
I lost a conscript, that's a sad day.
China depends on us.
I'm pretty sure it's actually possible to complete this mission without losing any units.
The journey is what matters.
Although those dogs at the start of the second objective,
There.
that may be slightly difficult.
Dissidents shall be removed.
Right, let's bust out all of those infantry here and the dogs.
I am going.
Where are the engineers?
Truck is moving.
There they are. Demo trucks and Tesla troopers can wait here. You guys can stick in this point. In the meanwhile, I can capture all the remaining major structures. It's actually not necessary to do so. I do it because I like it. As I already explained it quite a lot of times,
Building.
this playthrough is an experience for me, in a way,
Our base is under attack.
because I want to try playing the missions the way I don't usually do for most of them. And here I usually go for the simple attack with all my forces through the main gate. But you know what? It's slightly boring. We're not doing that here. Not today. Time to capture the refinery. And we're actually given a crane, so we can repair our vehicles without the use of the repair drone.
Building. captured.
I don't know. I don't think it will be necessary anymore. Alright, half track of the infiltrator, where it is.
Our base is under attack.
I
Unit
think I can
ready.
grab one miner and then train a single engineer.
Unit ready.
Single
Primary
engineer
building selected. Unit
to grab the radar.
Checking designs.
A sign of life.
After that,
Journey is what matters.
I can afford
Building
myself
captured. New construction
4
options.
Borillos
Building.
and a set of engineers to
Training.
go with it. I
Unit
will put
ready.
engineers into the Borillos to
Miner
aid
under
me
attack.
to protect them from enemy forces during this assault.
Unit ready.
I don't think we'll actually need those forces from here. But hey, rules of engagement. Alright,
Unit
the
ready.
spy can remain here. Meanwhile,
Something needs fixing? Yes,
Take
Commander.
the seeds of
Something needs
approval.
fixing?
let's
Moving the information.
get all of those dudes
Unit ready.
into their boats,
Yes, Commander.
To land.
into their
I know how it works.
Borillos,
Everybody
into
to
their
land. And
tortillas.
Unit
And I actually, a lot of people really pronounce this name weird.
I have the information.
And then there are people who basically call it a burrito. I'm not surprised, I'm just slightly hungry. Alright, with those forces we should be ready. I have to prep rather quickly.
Conscript reporting.
I'm sorry, conscript, you'll have to be a scouting fodder for me.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
There we go.
Soviet transport here.
Do not explode this,
On
please.
to our next stop.
We take what the people
Alright, it's time.
This seems
Let's gather those forces.
Waiting order. For the
Unit
Union.
honor. Upgrade.
Let's move them here.
New mission objective.
So we have a time before they actually run out of power.
Unit firepower upgrade.
And I'd like to go through this area
Unit lost.
using that period of time given to me.
Attack. Unit lost.
Let's take out the Tesla coils
Unit lost.
because they will be back in short period of time. The remaining forces are coming in, which means I can breach my way in.
Lost.
Borillos group 5.
Is under attack. Unit lost.
I think you can actually sneak behind the enemy line.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Our
Enemy
base
forces
is
coming in
under
close.
attack.
There are attacks already on my outposts.
Unit lost.
Comrade.
Alright,
Unit
all
lost.
forces have reached the
Base
summit,
is under attack.
the top of the hill. And it's time to play the game of the king of the
Our
hill.
base is under objective.
With the fact that the timer is non-existent and I win immediately. So that should be it for the mission.
Mission accomplished.
That actually opens a couple of weird questions around, because the forces in the Lunatic, what if those were actually Yuri's forces and not Chinese? I mean, controlled by Yuri, that's what I mean. That would explain quite a lot of Chinese questioning why they are suddenly Soviets and about the interference in this. Although I don't think this is a period of time to think about it. Also, I passed the part time by 8 seconds. Pain, bottom text. Either way, thanks for watching guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you guys soon. Because it's time for the prison break anthem. See ya!